So, hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of Motherhood. And if you're new here, I am Tamika, and this is the space where we hold faith, motherhood, and just the journey of becoming. It's the space where we talk about the ands of motherhood because becoming a mom, it didn't erase who we are, or who we were, but it has surely expanded us, right? And today in the conversation that we're doing is another level of expansion that's not just only physical in terms of motherhood and the journey, but physical in terms of time and space. Like we're talking about motherhood and being in a foreign country. And I'm sure you've heard me switch between dialects before. So we'll be talking a little bit more that. Like I am joined by, and I'm gonna fangirl moment. I'm joined by one of my favorite YouTubers, right? So I'm very excited about this conversation, right? As a fellow Jamaican and no mom living in the US, like I felt that this was such a needed conversation to be had. And what better person than to possibly have the conversation with than someone that I have followed, someone that I very much admire, right? I've been watching her journey from like being in Jamaica, how she was doing YouTube, now being in the US, starting her brand, Jumbling. Oh my gosh, I left my hair growth oil. I said I was going to come here with my oil to show you guys, right? But like, that is in and of itself is a full circle moment too, because I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, right? The first set of your videos are like hair type videos, right? Where you're talking about hair care and styling your hair and stuff like that, I believe. But you guys don't know who I'm talking about, so I'm going to allow her to introduce herself. She is none other than Rochielin. Rochielin, let's go, let's go. I don't know if I said it right, but
Let's go. Thank you. Let's go. Well, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure being here on your YouTube channel, your little podcast. I'm so proud of you, and I'm happy to be here to be having this conversation at this time. So, thank you for the invite. But you
so
said
much.
I should introduce
Yes,
myself. That's
yes.
always a
Tell the
hard
people
thing
who
for
you are.
me. So I'm a Jamaican mom that now resides in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a YouTuber. I'm an all-rounder. I do a little bit of everything. And
Mm-hmm.
I'm just here living and loving life and thanking God in the process.
Yes, living and loving
In a
life.
nutshell.
Yeah,
I know as we speak more, the
yeah.
more
You'll know more
this
about
is
her
always a
because.
tough question for me.
And just to reiterate, she's a mom, she's a wife, she's a woman, she's a business owner, and I don't have it right here, but I will put it somewhere on the screen. She is one of the co-founder and owner of Jumbling, and it's a hair growth oil. And no, it's more than a hair growth oil. It's like a hair care, body
Yeah, it's
care
a
business. Yeah.
skin care, body
Mhm.
care brand.
Yeah. So do me the favor and go and check out her Instagram page for the business and her website and do get something. Like you can support
Well,
me
thank
that way
you.
by supporting her right now. Right. So Rochielin, again, thank you so much for being here. Like when you said yes, I was jumping for joy because I am like, she said yes, let's try to do this. Let's try to do this. Thank you so much. And like I know I said we're talking about motherhood and being in a foreign country, right? Living in a foreign country, like residing in a foreign country. And there is just so much to say and get into like my mind. There's just so many things coming. But I want to start simple with asking you, how has motherhood been for you so far?
How has motherhood been so far? I want to say it's one of the most, what's the word? It's an undescribable feeling. It's a feeling that I didn't know that I needed until I had it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I
Yeah.
never knew I could feel loving the way that I do. I know I love and all. And I love my husband, I love my family, but becoming a mother, it's a whole new dimension that has been unlocked.
Yeah.
And motherhood, it's been a journey so far. There's ups, there's downs, it's mostly ups. And I think one of the things also is being ready to be a mother also
Mm.
aids in the
Yeah.
process of being a mother. Because if you're just, I feel like if you're thrown into the situation, you may have a totally different experience and perspective on motherhood. But I feel like at the time that I became a mother, I was ready to be a mother. So that kind of helped my mindset and my perspective on motherhood. So I'd say overall, in a nutshell, it's been good.
Nice. That's nice. That's nice. I love that. But is there anything that surprised you about the process or the journey?
First of all, ain't nobody told me that pregnancy was like that.
Mm-hmm.
My baby. But
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely hate being pregnant.
Pregnant. Mm.
Hate
Yeah.
it. Hate it. Hate I didn't have a pleasant pregnancy experience. I feel like I had all the symptoms, and I'm always careful how I even say it because I know there are people that have worse experiences, but just speaking from my perspective, I mean, I was in a lot of pain. I had all the nausea. My morning sickness lasted the entire 9 months. You know, the whole journey of being pregnant was definitely a surprise to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like as you shared, like every journey is definitely unique and I'm gonna say maybe special in its own way and
For
right?
sure.
But like
Yeah.
it was hard. It was hard. It was like,
It's hard. There are
yeah,
definitely hard aspects to it.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Well, really,
While I was pregnant and going through it, I was telling myself that I'm not doing this again.
again,
I can't do it again.
are you
But
reconsidering now? You said while you were. So you're like you're thinking
reconsider
back.
because prior to being pregnant, I know, and I always wanted more than one kid. So there, it's still on the table. But while I was pregnant, I was like, nope,
No.
this is it.
For where I am at right now, my answer is still no. Maybe you can check me in another year or two.
Like in a year,
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
year or
but
so.
I
Because
I
you're
don't
still
mind.
fresh off the boat, you're still a little fresh.
Okay.
You haven't forgotten about the symptoms yet because it's also a forgetful journey. You kind of
Yeah.
forget. You do
Mhm.
forget some of the
Well,
stuff.
I did the wrong. Well, I wouldn't say the wrong. I journaled a lot of what happened. So if I need the reminder, I can go read it.
And
So.
that I encourage for sure because
Mhm,
it's good. You know what? And even though my experience was tough and I
mhm.
hated it, I'm still happy that I was able to experience it. So a lot of things I did write down, a lot of things I no longer take for granted, and things like that. So yeah, I do encourage the journaling and the reminder if you need it, or just go again and you'll be reminded.
Self being miles and kilometers away from Jamaica, like how has that journey, that navigation, that space been?
It was tough
Hmm.
because I didn't have my mother or my grandmother or my family to help out in person. But thanks to technology, I had them on FaceTime and WhatsApp videos, and we would call every day and check in every day. So that made it a little better, but it was tough during the time because, I wanted to see them. I wanted the comfort and the in person talking to, but that wasn't there. But thankfully, I have a good husband, so him listen to me. Lord, him listen to me. He listens her. So thankfully there was that, but definitely it was tough being away. It was tough being away, being in a new country where you don't know a lot of people and it's a new system and new everything. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for sure. For sure that was getting used to and adjusting to. Yeah.
And I'd say, like, for me too, it's still getting used to, because like every day is different. And as your baby grows and you are growing, like there is still new parts of it to get used to. And as you say, thank you, Jesus, for nice spouses that like know the thing and
Right.
understand the thing and be like, yeah, we're in this together. Like me, you, that's our village, that's our community for this period of
Right.
time. We're just
Right.
gonna make it work because we, quite frank, don't have any other choice but to make it work.
Right.
But I
Right.
also know,
And then
go ahead.
sure, you can go.
No, man, I was gonna change it, so you can say what you want to say.
I was gonna say with the distance, also being away and being in a foreign country. For one, I've never been pregnant before, so it's not like I had an experience in Jamaica to compare it with. I can just go off the experiences of my family and
Hmm.
friends that I know in Jamaica, but just judging from that comparison to like even being pregnant and how the doctor visits go and how the upon giving birth and everything, it sounds so very different. Not only that, while I was in pain during pregnancy, I know because I've been around my family that have been pregnant, and back home, it's not encouraged to be on pills while you're
Yeah,
pregnant.
yeah.
But while here, I noticed there was that difference. It was encouraged. If you have pain, go take that pill. Go take that pill. Go take that pill. There's a pill for everything. Yeah, so that was also very, very, yeah, I was
Like a
very careful
culture.
in balancing
Yeah,
how we would do more home remedies back home versus the medicinal remedies here.
yeah, yeah.
Also being very careful because old people back home them have a remedy for everything that's not tested also. So it's like a lot of
Mm-hmm.
balancing act.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely do like that what you said. It's like it's definitely a balancing act because like, and we'll get to it later, like how we were raised and you're in a different country now, there's things that you can't do here and like, but before we take that turn, what I wanted to say is that I know that you recently moved states. So you came into this foreign country and you were settled.
Oh, no, no, no. Sorry, let me correct it. I moved cities. I'm in the same state.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So it's, yeah, yeah. Cause that, yeah. But like, and I know you documented that part on your channel, right? But how was that transition for you in terms of being a mom? Because I know that transition, like, it took a lot of decisions went into it, like, and a lot of reasons. But like,
Mm-hmm.
did it ever felt like, oh my gosh, I'm starting over again? Or what was it hard emotionally and practically, that city switch?
Starting over. I'm never afraid of starting over. I'll start over 100 times if I have to. I get bored easily anyway. So, and I'm always up for an adventure. I'm always up for trying something new. So, in terms of starting over, no, that wasn't tough. The difference and why I was excited to start over because where I was living first,
Mm-hmm.
it was great, but I felt like I needed a change of environment. So I welcomed this. And has it been hard emotionally, mentally? No, I don't have a challenge. Yes, a lot of decision went into it, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of planning went into it, but we felt like it was the best choice for our family at the time. We moved to a bigger city where there's more to do for family. There's more to do for kids. There's more to do overall, as opposed to where we were. It was very selective. It's one place. If you go to one fun place, I do one fun place, but I've got 100 million time. Now I have options and we have more to do, and there is more for me, it's more. I'm finding more community here and more moms in my age range and at my stage. So it was a welcomed transition.
Nice, nice, nice. I like
Yeah.
that. And I know being Jamaican, and as you said, like if at one place, I forgot 100 time, right? There are certain ways that we grew up, right? And certain things that we saw, like certain things that we did in our culture, like picnic, go to do growing up and down barefoot,
Right.
playing upon push card and stuff like that, right? Did becoming a mom in the US, like, and I know it felt different culturally, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what is something that, like, from home that you wish that the US would have probably adopt, like, something culturally from Jamaica that you think that the US could adopt, or something that you'd want here that you definitely don't have?
Oh, that's a good question. I need to think about that.
Okay, okay. We can come back if you need some time. We can come back.
Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I need some time. I need to think about that. What would I want? Would I
Yeah,
wish? What do I wish?
we're gonna put a pin in it. We're gonna put a pin in it.
Yeah, let's think of it. I have to think about that and answer it carefully.
All right.
But you are right about things being different. And but what I have or what we have been practicing is that we still maintain our cultural identity. We still do a lot of the things that we would have done if we were in Jamaica. Not because we're in the US means that I'm gonna disregard what I know. So we still eat a lot of the same things, even though the quality is different. But we still try to, we still go looking and what we can get, we import. Right now, my son is outside in the backyard playing in the sun, running up and down. He should be taking a nap because it's his nap time, which is why I wanted to do the video now. But he decided not to nap today, so he's outside playing. So we still, when it's warm, we still kind of try to maintain a lot of those things, even though the society here would tell us otherwise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And you mentioned it before about like having community, and we might settle in this area for a little bit because it's definitely a big one for me, right? Of like something that I was my biggest, I wouldn't say struggle, but my takeaway and a lot of thought I've been giving it is like support system and how important support is. And what has your support system look like away from home? I know that you said like the move has helped with that, but a very vulnerable question, right? Were there ever any moments where it just felt very lonely and like you're like, okay, this just feels like, yes, it's me and my husband and my child, but like it's just so foreign that it's just like we're alone. And what did you do in those moments to assist you?
For sure, it feels lonely all the time. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop and lonely because you grew up in a country, your entire
Mhm.
identity is in a whole other country for
Yeah.
years. It's what we know, it's what we eat, breathe, sleep. So even though we're removed from the country, from that situation now, it's still a part of us. It's like it's like take the pig out of the pen, you can't take the pen out of the pig. So it's still always that component of us that feels missing. So yes, there has always been that element, and in those times, the FaceTimes, the WhatsApps, the video calls, they help. Remember, before we moved here, where we were living before, there were no Jamaican restaurants, spots, grocery stores, nothing Jamaican. We were alone. If
Yeah.
we wanted to get anything Jamaica, we had to drive an hour and a half,
Mm-hmm.
right? To get some seasoning if we wanted to. And you're talking an hour and a half in both directions, 3 hours just to get one all purpose seasoning. That's not happening. And
No.
not every day. So that So it felt, especially then more than now, it felt so lonely and not being able. I remember days I just want to hear a little bit of Jamaican music. I remember going down in the downtown area and we walking by the bars, hoping to hear just a little reggae, just a little Jamaican, something to connect to. And for
Mhm.
that reason, we didn't go out barely. We didn't go out because it's like it's so foreign. Everything is so
Mhm.
foreign. There was no little nothing to hold on to. We go to over here, and it wasn't like, some places like other states or other cities you'd go, you could hear some hip hop music. I can
Mhm.
relate to that. You hear
Yeah.
some R&B, I
Yeah.
can relate to that. But for this, it was country music, right? And I
Yeah.
don't know none of those
Yeah.
musics. It was hard. So it was like we kind of stopped going to those places, and we just always have been trying to find where we can what we can hold on to, but it was
Yeah.
tough. Moving here, it got a little better because there is a Jamaican community here. And for that reason, because of that, there is Jamaican grocery stores here. There's a Jamaican aisle or an international aisle with Jamaican foods in Walmart. There's Jamaican stores all over the place. There's Jamaicans. You not often as though I'm in Florida or New York, where I remember
Mhm.
in New York, you walk to the store, you hear some patois, be like, yeah. But you're not hearing that every day here. But you see a Jamaican license plate every now and then and a Jamaican thing, and
Mhm.
you learn about Jamaican that live up the road and on. So it's like it feels more like, okay, I
Mhm.
can find my people, and then I find restaurants and hangout spots that okay, we can
Yeah.
kind of relate a little bit.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. Mhm.
it feel a little bit better. But definitely loneliness is a big part of moving to a new country, going away from what you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of abandoning your old self and
Mhm.
finding things to still connect to, whether it's the meal or it's the songs or it's the FaceTiming people. That helps
Yeah.
somewhat.
Yeah. Mhm. It like for me, there are many days where on video call, WhatsApp, my mom and my sister, and they're just sitting with me. Like, we don't even not talk about not a thing, but I'm just
Right.
dead it. Like, just the presence sometimes makes the days a little bit more easier. And
It
me, a
does.
lot of times when I would go in some of the grocery stores, I said, well, I come in again. Could you try to get this Jamaican thing? Because they say give recommendations. Well, I shop here and I would like to buy this. So please consider putting it. And every time I go, it's like it's somebody new asking for it. So therefore, a lot of persons asking for it. So I need to try to get it on the shelf because I need to eat things that is not what I don't know, right? So
Right.
I definitely, I'm glad that you can empathize in that area and that
Oh,
like
for sure.
it is. I wouldn't say it's normal and natural, but it's an experience that is familiar, right?
Yeah.
And as we've talked
What's
about support
Sorry, I wanted to ask you, what state are you in?
in Georgia, I am in
In
Georgia.
Georgia.
hmm
Okay.
Not like Atlanta. I know when people hear Georgia, they hear Atlanta. I'm not in Atlanta.
Automatically.
Yeah, I
Automatically
mean
my brain went to Atlanta.
no,
I don't know anywhere else in Georgia.
no.
Where
Yeah,
else is in Georgia? I'm sorry.
you have a
Excuse
lot
my
of other
ignorance.
places. You have
I know,
Savannah.
I know,
You
I know, I
have
know.
Newnan.
I know,
You
obviously.
have College Park. You have a lot of other places.
I know
Unfortunately
it.
for us, like I have seen a few Jamaicans, not a lot. Like up in the north part, you might find more. I live in South Georgia. Well, North Georgia,
Mm,
South Atlanta, right? So I don't necessarily have a lot of people, but I make do with what I have, right?
you gotta make do. What surprised me moving here is when I'm in the store and somebody walks up to me and I'm like, Rochielin? Or when
Mhm.
we go to our markets now, because we're trying to grow our brand, jumbling, go to the markets, and so many of my subscribers show up, and I'm like, oh my god, none of you were where I was living first.
No.
So happy.
That's
Yeah,
good.
so
That's
it
good. I
feels good. It feels good when I can meet somebody and I can have, if I even a wagwan, I can say
yes,
wagwan.
yeah.
It
That
feels good too.
interaction, it just feels different, and it is different. Like
Yes,
no matter
for sure.
what, like it is always having other friends and other friends in other ethnic groups, and it's good still. But like
It's
when
good
we're
too.
just a different level of when familiarity comes in, it just makes it
Mm-hmm.
so much different,
For
right?
sure.
I know as we talk about that, and you mentioned before, like it just came back to me because I recently was navigating that phase, right? About like the decision of daycare versus keeping a baby at home, right? Because I must say, when I was navigating this, daycare here ain't cheap. Daycare back
It's
home is
not.
go stay with your grandma, go stay with your cousins, you leave school, yeah, go over their house. You can play with those kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what I found out is that you're not even paying for the days that your child is there. You're paying for a spot. So whether or not
You
your
are
child
paying passport.
is
Whether
home,
they attend, yeah.
you're gonna pay that money. If it is that you're supposed to pull the child, say you're going on a family vacation, you have to budget that in your family vacation money because you need to pay the daycare, though your child will not be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was your decision, right, influence for you in terms of like keeping baby at home versus sending baby? And it comes with a lot of other things in terms of like daycare principle, daycare cleanliness, like all of those things. How was that for you? Because as we say, we're in this country, there is no aunt, uncle, cousin for you to send them round.
Right. Well, I'm still navigating that at the moment. Right now, he's home with me. So he's not in daycare. But of course, we have explored daycares and visited a lot of things I'm looking for, a lot of things you see on the news. Make it, you put one foot forward and be like, all right, let's wait a little. And then they say, all right, let me try again. I say, all right, let's wait a little.
Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
definitely a big decision and it is an expensive one. It's
Yeah.
no buy. It's not
Mhm.
cheap. But we're still navigating that. I don't have the answer yet because we still haven't decided. Still haven't found the one.
Mhm.
So for now, he's with me. He's homeschooled, homeschooled with me, and me, Miss Rachel Blippy. We're doing the thing,
We're doing all like we're the mom, the teacher, the cook, the cleaner, everything that the daycare have.
Yeah,
That is us. We're doing
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Miss Rachel, let me tell you, so Miss Rachel, I owe her a lot because she's been teaching a lot.
Mhm.
I know a
Mhm.
lot of people are against screen time, but not this busy mama.
We do.
Before I became pregnant, I was like, I may not put him in front of a screen for a while. And then once he came out, and all of that through the roof. Miss Rachel, it is.
Yeah. Like I say we have aspirations, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of times we say what we want to do and it's with their best interest at heart. But like motherhood is a lived reality. You can say
Mm-hmm.
what you want to say, believe what you want to believe before. But until
Mm-hmm.
you are in
Until.
that same shoes, and you can say, oh, but with my child, no two child are the same. No two children are the same children. So
Right.
Miss Rachel works, Peppa
She
Pig,
works,
whoever
I'm telling
else
you.
works. You make it work for you. It's not like you're choosing,
Right.
oh, you're gonna sit in front of the TV 24. No. But if it is that I need a break to do something, and if it is something educational, where then I can come alongside and reiterate and then strengthen, sure. The world is not level and
Mm-hmm.
perfect, and we just gotta do what
Right. And you gotta do
we
what
gotta.
works for
Yeah.
you.
It's one
For
thing
sure.
to be a mom, But it's another thing to be a mom without a village. Like without the like, had we
Without
had
the physical village, right?
yeah, you could okay, you could go play with your cousin, you could go play school with your cousin, you could go play hide and seek with your cousin. Right now, your cousin go be Miss Rachel and the other people that Miss Rachel has, and you learn from Miss Rachel.
Right.
Right now, that's what we're doing, and
That's what we're doing right now.
yeah. But
For sure.
the other thing that I wanted to talk about in terms of support, because I said we're going to sit on it a little bit, because this one is very fresh for me, was having my mother leave, right? She came to visit, right? And she was here. And when she left, Rochielin, let me tell you, I bawl. I bawl, I bawl, I bawl. Like legit, my husband came with my door and picked me up off the floor. The way I was, it was like reality. Thinking of it, not like yeah, cold whatever coming on my body because I still do have those moments where I remember that part. And what that has tagged with is now recently we traveled to Jamaica, right? And it was just a beautiful trip. But then at the end of the trip, you're like, okay, we're going back to this. And I know that you did travel. You went back home and you were doing all the things with the baby boy and your husband. Was that ever a moment where you were like, okay, it's time to go, and you're like, okay, I'm not even gonna think about the days that I have left here because I don't want it to be sad. I don't want it to be filled with, oh my gosh, we're just going back. Right? Did you ever have that moment?
Yes. When we traveled, it was my first time back since migrating. So it was a big deal for me going to Jamaica after, so many years. And we went when my baby was 6 months or just about to turn 6 months. So he was pretty tiny. But it was a big deal for me because I didn't have my mom here at all. For the entire thing, it was me and my husband. So being able to go back for them to finally meet him in person, was a really big deal. And I immediately felt that support. I remember it was during Christmas time. Everyone, everybody's around, and even a couple of times me and my husband we got to leave him with my grandma or with my mom so that we could go out, even though I'm out and I check the phone 24/7, doesn't matter. And there was one of the nights where he was supposed to stay the night at my grandma. I'd get him in the morning because we're out all night. And when we left our event in the night, I'm like, nope, I need to go get my child. I cannot wait till the morning. My husband's like, but it's the one, we get some time to ourselves. I need to get my child. I was still freshly postpartum, so I still had that attachment. No, him can go on. I still had that extreme attachment. But it was such a beautiful time. It was an amazing trip, and definitely reality set in when it was time to come back. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm leaving the sunshine. I'm leaving the good food. I'm leaving the family. And the other thing too, prior to going to Jamaica, for a few months during that 5 to 6 month time that he was on Earth, his skin was not doing well in the environment here. It was very dry, it was very patchy, it was very reminiscent of eczema skin. It was nothing they told me to use was working, and that made me very sad because it's a brand new born baby and him full of things. And I kid you not, we went to Jamaica and we were in Portland for the beginning of our trip. And while we were there, we were just trying to just relax. We went by the beach, we just did normal things. Within 3 to 5 days, I want to say maybe by day 4,
Mm-hmm.
Everything from his skin left. And I used no ointments, no creams, no nothing. It was just being in Jamaica and just being there. And his skin cleared completely up. By the time because we stayed in Portland before we went to Kingston, which is where I'm from, and which is where my family is. Before we even got to Kingston to my family, his skin was already clear. So I was very happy about that. And let me tell you see, by when we came,
Yeah.
within 2 days of being back, it went right back.
Yeah.
So it led me to believe that it's either something in the air or something in the water or something in the food, but it's definitely something here. So just even thinking about that from that perspective, when I was coming back and I was happy that his skin was clear, I was also in the back of my mind wondering if it was going to revert when we come back. So that made me even dread coming back even more. And then when I got back and saw that it happened, I was like, Lord God. But definitely, there are definitely things from home that I do miss.
Yeah.
But being able to go back is such a blessing, and that made me very happy. Yeah.
I can definitely say that journey of the skin thing is something that I am currently living out. And I am, as you said, I am not for the topical creams because that is still going in the body and it's just mixed with so many things. And at first I was saying, is it what she's eating? Not really, because it's not like I am eating bad. We don't eat bad. We're almost like a pescatarian diet people here, right? And then fruits and vegetables, that's what we mostly give her. So what is really causing it? So trying to deal with it from the inside out. And I did come to the conclusion that it's probably just the environment. Like it just don't agree. It just don't agree. But we press and we move and we're just trying to navigate that part.
We pray and we hope and we give thanks.
Yeah. 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 But my last point on support, and this is something that I myself even want to take away from you, is how are you going about building your village here in right now where you're settling in Charlotte? Because right now, for the foreseeable future, we're not going back to Jamaica within like the next 3 to 5 years, right? So we do we do need a village. Okay. So, okay, for me, I am not in the next 3 to 5 years.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Right?
How am I
How have
building
you
my
been
village?
going about building your own village?
Well, it's a work in progress. I'm nowhere
Yeah.
with it as yet because I'm still freshly here. But I have joined a mom's group
Mm-hmm.
here in the area, and they go out and they have play dates with the kids, learning stuff with the kids, and moms alone hangout sessions, which have been really cool. So I've been going to them. I've been meeting people, meeting other moms, pretty much at the same stage or different stages, whatever. And just trying to feel out people. It's hard making friends as adults. Let's start there. It's very hard. It's very hard to trust people. It's very hard to trust people that are of different culture. We're all different. So it's like it's hard getting to know people. So it's a process, and I'm nowhere near where I need to be. And then I'm also so busy on top of it, and I'm very bad at keeping up with people. I'm terrible. I've admitted that to myself. It's something I'm actively trying to work on. I don't text people. I don't call people. Yeah. So I'm working on it. But I've joined the group, and I've been going to some of those outings that they have. They recently had an outings, like an out of town outings. I didn't go to that because I don't think I'm there yet to be out of town for multiple days. But I'll go to the ones during the daytime or on the weekends, whatever. So I've been doing that. I have, since moving here and announcing on my YouTube channel that I moved here, surprisingly, so many people have reached out to me to lend a hand or an assistance, or just know that I'm here if you need. Like, so many Jamaicans
Mm-hmm.
and non-Jamaicans that follow me, which is very surprising to me. Now, I haven't leaned on anybody as yet, but it's good to know that they're there. There's people there that know me, or, you know, are willing to help. You know, again, it's hard to trust people,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a nice gesture for them to reach out and to, you know, at least so
Yeah.
I know. So at least I can go to my email and hit somebody up if needs be. So there's also that. And that's pretty much it. I'm working all the time. So it's, I also just don't have the time,
The
but I'm
time.
trying
Yeah.
to make the time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely
You
building
know,
building a business from scratch. It definitely
from
takes a lot
scratch.
of energy,
Right.
focus, and what you have left, you do want to pour into your child and your family, and then self care, right? And then you have a
Right.
husband. We have that responsibility as a wife, right? And then
Right.
yeah, I definitely understand that it is a lot for anyone, and a lot of
Right.
times that's the area of where ourselves within ourselves, that's the part that gets a little bit neglected, right?
Right.
Pouring
But
in.
I told myself that I am going to make the effort. My word for this year is balance. I'm really trying to balance. There's no perfect balance, and I don't expect it to be perfect, but I'm making a conscious effort to put myself out there more, to open up more to the possibilities, to open up to the possibility of friendships as well,
Yeah.
and to just see what happens.
I like
Yeah.
that. I like
So
that. Opening up to the possibilities. I'll take that.
yeah.
Open yourself up to the possibility. So the
Yeah, because we can be so close, especially being in a new country. I'm saying the culture is different. The way people think and do things, it's very different. And then, you know, for the ones that are of the same culture, there's also this. Sometimes, sometimes we don't really want to mix with the owner people. Them, but just the truth, you know. So it's like trying to balance opening up to new people, but also opening up to your own people, because
yeah.
not everyone is the same.
Yes.
So you have to take a person for who they are and give them the rope, make them hang themselves. Uh, you know, just open up to the possibilities. That's just where I'm at, and see what happens.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely agree with you on that. And that is probably one of, it wasn't a major reason of like why we're at where we're at. Cause you're like, some other times where too much of us are,
Mm-hmm.
you know, something more minute to want. So
I'm gonna
yeah.
pause for just 1 second, please. Mom duty.
Yes. We're going on a little intermission break. So, guys, yes, tell them, remember to go and check out www.jumbaline.com and on Instagram at Jumbaline for all your hair care, body care needs, right? They have something, yes, for just about everyone. Tell the people, go check out Jumbaline. You right? As you were saying, as I was saying, as you rightfully said, where a lot of us are sometimes doesn't always, is not always favorable.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have it stay at that. But now I want to turn our focus, right, to something that I've been thinking about. And we've insinuated at it in this conversation before, like raising our children outside of Jamaica, right? How we were raised.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
saying I was raised perfectly. There are certain things that I developed as a child that wasn't right. But,
Mm-hmm.
right, how have you been intentional in what you are doing? What cultural aspects that you're saying, you're gonna get this part in you because I know it worked, tested and tried.
Right. Well, for one, I know, let's start with the education. They tend to delay some things here. So learning, start, so you got daycare for the most part now. It's mostly play, developing skills. Very little on the as far as I see, very little on the learning
Yeah.
part of
Mhm.
things. Yes, it's there and it's incorporated in fun ways,
Mhm.
but I feel like in our culture, from you jump out of your mother and you can say, you start with ABC. You
Yep.
start learning to count. You start doing all the things,
You know for
as
spelling
opposed
name.
to, yeah, as opposed to delaying it a bit. So I've also taken that, especially because he's here with me. He's gonna know all the letters. We're practicing letters and numbers and all the things. So there's that part of it that, yeah, we gotta get it. We gotta get it. Certain foods, try to maintain, make sure that you know certain things that is considered Jamaican. Um, the thing of going outside and playing, get to know it outside and not just sit on in front of the screen all the time. And, there's that. Um, what's my manners? Good manners. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Just basic manners and home training are, as we call, brought up. Say
Right up.
that
Yeah.
has to.
Mhm.
That's not negotiable. You
Yeah.
have to have
Yeah.
basic manners and respect for everyone, kids, adults, etc. I can't remember right now.
I
The
definitely agree
mom, the mom
with
brain kicking in now.
those with those picks. Definitely agree, and especially with the food part, because I remember recently going to Jamaica, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna try everything. You're gonna try everything. You're gonna whatever going out my mouth, going in your mouth. You're gonna taste it, and you're gonna be exposed to it, right? Because I remember a friend of mine was telling me that she went to visit her relatives, right, who are also Jamaican, their kids are American, and they have to cook two separate pots.
Oh
No,
no.
I don't think I can live that life, right? Because like her children were not exposed to the Jamaican, the spices and the seasonings and the food and how it's prepared. And so if they choose
Mm-hmm.
that they want to indulge in something like that, the kids just have to get something different. And I'm like, no, Lord, I don't want that to be my portion. Mm-mm. Like we eating together. I'm
Right.
not going to tell you that you have to enjoy everything that I enjoy. No, because
But the
even me as
exposure is
a
what's
child growing
important.
up, like I never eat certain, me not eat tripe and bean. I'm not
Me
telling
neither.
you tripe and bean, right? But like the exposure to the stuff, like, you can know mango and June plum and yeah, we're gonna, yeah, man, we're gonna have that.
And also, the good thing is that you're breastfeeding, so I think some of it is passed through too. That's my view. Because sometimes I'm surprised by my child's ability to consume food with scotch bonnet pepper. And I'm like, I wonder where you got that from.
Mhm,
Must
mhm.
have been the breast milk. How are you not complaining about the pepper right now, you know?
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
So,
That's good. That's good.
yeah.
But
So, being exposed to the spices and what we're used to, I think is very important
yeah. Hmm.
as well.
Yeah. But have you ever, and I know I have seen it more now. I don't know if you've seen it, where persons are now choosing to send home their children to live with like a mom, a grandma for a certain period of time, right? To experience the Jamaican culture, to go like the early, maybe 1 or 2 years of schooling in Jamaica. Have you thought about sending your son back home to Jamaica to stay for a little bit with relatives?
Without me? No.
Yeah. Okay,
We
no.
go, we go together. We'll go
Like when
together
you
and
say without
experience
me,
it
me get the
together.
answer.
No, I haven't considered it. Maybe in the future, for summertime, maybe he can go spend a month in summer or so when he's a lot older and can handle himself a little better. But for now,
Okay.
if I don't have to or need to, then it won't be like a no. Yeah, no.
Okay. Okay. So I know we're coming up on
What
our time.
about you?
The thought has crossed my mind. It has, definitely has, especially with the schooling part of it. I was like, I want experience sports day and running up. No. Because they don't do that here. Like basic school sports, I'm like, I am just not going to have that experience. And in terms of like having more family closer, I was like,
Mm-hmm.
maybe at age 2, you can probably go for like a 6 months, but that's just like maybe in a moment of weakness where I was like, can I get a 30-minute break and husa, and then come back to myself?
And
So yeah,
man, they gotta do what if it works for you, it works for you. And
yeah,
I think it will work for me. We would go. I'd go back together and we'd try. But I don't know about sending him at 2.
yeah. But
Mm.
we'll see. We'll see. If I
We'll
do
see.
it and it works, we'll see. But
And let me know.
I will. But as I said, it was maybe in a moment of weakness. So, and I just needed a little bit of time to breathe. But the
Mm-hmm.
thought has crossed my mind for sure.
For sure.
But separate and apart from that, and just like switching gears a little bit, right? As we close out, you're not just only a mom, but you are an entrepreneur who is building a business, right? In a foreign country. How has motherhood influenced how you show up for your business? Like, how has it been like your motivation, your sharpening for your business?
Well, it's definitely motivating because now it's not just about me. It's about this dependent, this other person that can't fend for themselves, so I'm gonna have to fend for them. So there's definitely that motivation that comes with it. Like you cannot fail, have to get it done. I've always been a self-motivating person anyways, but it definitely just kind of just kick some fire under it. And motherhood, the need to find balance to make it all work, that I think also helped to fuel fuel it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um and the journey. I feel like becoming a mom, going through the journey of motherhood and seeing how what seemed impossible turned out to be so good. I feel like it also influenced other aspects of life where it seemed impossible, but it will be okay.
Yeah.
And that kind of help with business because, with business too, building, there's ups and downs. There's good days and there are not so good days. So overall, it's motivating and it definitely helped to fuel the fire to get it done.
I love.
Must get it done.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no plan B.
Nope, nope, no, no, Ben. We must leave
We
some
must.
legacy. Like we must leave something. We probably do have no inheritance, but the dream is to ensure that you do have something when,
Right.
unfortunately, I go. Right? Yeah, I definitely like that. And as I said
Yeah.
before, we're definitely winding down. And as we
Mm-hmm.
wind down, I like to wind down for me on my biggest, I want to say, grounding, which has been like my faith. Like for me, this journey, without that, I I couldn't. I just don't see how I would
Mm-hmm.
have made it through the 9 months, then made it through those earlier months to be able to be here smiling,
3 p.m.
laughing,
You've
having
been doing great today. Keep going.
conversations. Nap time is up. Nap time is up. But like,
Mm-hmm.
what has grounded you? What has been your grounding this season?
Grounding.
Yeah. Hmm.
Faith, self belief,
Yeah.
faith in God, and in knowing that this too shall pass in the bad moments, knowing that God always has my back, knowing that God will provide. knowing that there is a higher power and I'm here for a reason and I'm here for a purpose and fulfilling that. So that's definitely grounding. Definitely knowing that the faith for sure and a lot of self-belief and self-motivation. You can do it. You will do it. You must do it. A lot of talking myself into it. And talking myself into it after I talk myself out of it.
Yeah, and that's just real. Like, it's not perfect where I'm always talking myself in. I have talked myself out of doing this several times, right? So, I do like that. I do like that. And that is very big, especially coming from someone who is doing it, to know that there are moments where you would have talked yourself out, which is
Oh,
not.
yeah, for sure. I talked myself into it. I have this whole plan ready. I'm going to execute this and talk myself right back out of it. And then, sometimes I have to be like, all right, let's just wrap it up, go to sleep, and I start again tomorrow. And tomorrow I talk myself back into it and get going again. So there's definitely those days. There's ups and downs and rounds.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just to keep focused. Keep grounded, keep focused, keep positive, and like surround yourself with people, things that encourage, propel, help, in more ways than one, because what you put in is what you're gonna get out. So be putting in positive things. Don't bother feed yourself with no bag of negativity, because then that's all gonna be on your mind, and that helps with the talking yourself in and out of things. So yeah, I could go
I
on
think
and on for days.
I think like indirectly, you've answered this last question of like the encouragement to a mom who is raising children, or a woman who's pregnant right now, who's not living in the country that she's from. Like, I definitely think you have several of the points that you made just now spoke to someone like that. But I don't know if you have anything else to say directly to that point, like to the mom who's raising her children away from home, from family, who's doing it alone or is just doing it with her husband, who is probably also looking to start a business, right? Whilst on the journey of motherhood. Is there anything else that you would say to her?
Health, but just overall that there's gonna be ups and downs. Just know it always gets better. And there's gonna be moments where you're feeling vulnerable and down. Just it's okay to take a step back and come again. Take a step back, wrap it up for the day and come again. And also during pregnancy and postpartum, you're gonna go through this influx of emotions and hormones and all of that. Just to understand that it's all a part of the journey and it's okay. You're gonna have physical changes. You're gonna change overall, just who you are as a person. There is gonna be some level of change, and everybody's journey is different, but as on your journey, there's gonna come a time where it's okay for you to just accept and create the reality that you want. If you're gonna be starting a business, mom brain is a thing. Write down everything, write down what you want, whether it's the business, the husband, the house, whatever, and execute as you would even if you weren't pregnant. But now you have this added responsibility, this bundle of joy, this motivation. It makes it, even when you get there or when you're on the journey, it makes it feel a lot more rewarding, a lot more fulfilling. It is scary, but it's rewarding and fulfilling at the same time. So everybody's journey is different, no matter what, no matter everybody's journey is different. You have to chart your own path and just do it and make smart choices, and it will work out. It will work out as long as you want it to work out. And when a roadblock comes, it doesn't mean that it didn't work out. It just means that that's a roadblock that you need to get over. That's an obstacle that you need to figure out how to get over. You go. you get through it and over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. And just of motherhood, being in a foreign country is a learning process. It's learning to build
Yes.
now, building your home, building your family, building the life wherever,
Mm-hmm.
in whichever country that you are. And thank you so much, Rochielin, for all that you've shared in this conversation. And I thoroughly hope that whichever mom out there, like you're looking to step out, whether you're moving city, state, country, continent, I hope that something in this video has helped you. You would have known also that there are moms doing it, and therefore you can do it too.
You
Whatever
can.
you can do, it's within you to do it.
For sure.
It is doable. It is doable. So thank you so much, Rochielin, for saying yes, for taking
Thank you.
time, and just
You are most
thank you
welcome, and
so
thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to meet my fellow Jamaicans that are trying, that are doing, that are stepping out, moms that are saying that, yes, I'm a mom, but I'm this too.
yeah.
Mom is not my entire only identity. I'm still Tamika. I'm still Tamika the Great. I'm just Tamika the Great with with an amazing baby right now, an amazing family, but I'm still doing and I'm still trying. And I know it can be very hard to get back up after being pregnant or being a mother, because like I said, everybody's journey is different and no two journeys are the same. For some people it's really hard to get back up, but you have to just push and you have to
Mhm.
try and you have to
Yeah.
do, and you have to say, you talk yourself out, you have to just talk yourself back in. Yes, I would go again. Today don't feel like your day or a good day. All right, we'll try again tomorrow. So I'm always willing to support. I love seeing people do their thing. I know what it's like to be starting from scratch and wanting that support too. So it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here. Your questions were amazing. You're a very good host. So keep it up. If you ever need some
Thank you.
motivation, girl, you're doing
Yeah.
a good job. So keep it up. And I know YouTube is a hard platform to grow on. It is
It
hard
is.
to gain a following. It's hard to build. It is, and especially now because it can say it's saturated. There's so many
Yeah.
people starting now, especially after COVID. There's so many people getting on, and let me say, as a girlie who does clean content hard to get out. If you
Yeah.
want to grow fast, you do some mix up, but I'm not encouraging that.
No,
But
definitely.
there will come a time where it just clicks. Your people just find you. For some people it take one video, some people take 100 videos, but as long as you know your why and you just keep charting that path and making the right decisions and just keep doing it and keep your people will find you.
Yeah. My why is this, like for me, having this opportunity to just talk about the varying things is therapeutic for me. I don't want to say selfishly, but it is. It is. And
Mm-hmm.
along the way, I am able to meet some great, fantastic people while doing
Right.
it. Yeah.
That's
Thank
good.
you.
And especially being in a new country, like I said, I'm pretty sure, I don't know for you, but even having a conversation is therapeutic for me, and knowing that there are others just like me that are experiencing the same thing. And it's good to be able to, bounce off others to see what I can take from you and what I can implement here, what you can take from me, yada, yada, yada. So,
Mhm.
so it's good. It's good. You're doing good, girl. I'm proud of
Guys,
you.
remember, I must say, remember to follow Rochielin on all socials at Rochielin. Go follow her business at Jumbillene. Buy something. Buy something. Right?
Yeah.
Buy one oil, buy one spray, one lotion, something that we
So,
must want. And
right.
go follow our page and watch some YouTube video. All right?
And Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up, and we're having Mother's Day bundle
Sale.
coming up. So stay
Hmm.
tuned. But thank
Yeah.
you so much, Tamika.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank
you.
you so much for being here. My last ask is for you just to close this out. Like, do the YouTube stuff with them with the close out the video there.
So, guys, if you haven't commented yet, now is the time to leave your comment below. Let us know your favorite parts of this video. What's your, you know what? Tell us what's your takeaway. What's
Yeah.
your experience in motherhood? Leave it below. She's gonna be in the comment section below responding. You know what? I'm gonna be in the comment section below responding as well. So let's chat, okay? If you haven't subscribed already, now is a great time to do so. It's simple. Press that red subscribe button, like, and share this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.